Oh,
Hello.
what's happening, people?
Welcome to the Thirstday reviews.
Of June, right? It's June. Are we in June now?
This is the second one we did in June because we missed. Well, we didn't really miss last month. We made up last month's weekend.
Right.
So
Yeah, you were out in town for a little while, and
which I lied to my barber. I said it's been a month since I got a haircut, which in reality it wasn't a month. It was 3 weeks. Anyway, so
I haven't got a haircut in like 3 years.
you do your own haircuts. They asked me earlier. They said, "Why don't you cut your hair?" I said, "Because I look like Jimmy."
Not true story.
Burn. Anyway.
So tonight we have our special guest. We tried to do this 3-4 months ago from Hawaii, but it didn't work out. So we just
Technical
flew him
difficulties.
Yeah, we flew him in.
in. Yeah, we flew him in. Yeah.
Our budget's getting a little bit bigger.
Thanks for those donations. Keep
But they're not flying me back out.
Yeah, so we have Tom
Patine.
Patine. You guys may know him from the Philly Homebrew Club or the Philly Homebrew Outlet, West Philly.
And East.
And East, yeah, holy shit.
And occasionally Jersey.
Yeah, occasionally Jersey. So he's back, he's joining us. How was being away from Philadelphia in, Hawaii?
Yeah, it was a different world out there. Feels weird being back.
Yeah.
You said when you got here, you were like, "Oh, this is great. It's kind of like Hawaii weather right now."
Oh yeah, definitely. It's 75, 80 degrees and sunny, and gets cool at night. And
Somehow we're lucking up with no humidity right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I screwed that. That jinxed us.
the beer
Yeah.
situation on the island's not the best though.
What is the situation? What are you drinking out there? What's popular?
Sierra Nevada, a lot of light lagers, and Costco's all day clone. It's pretty much the choices.
So you just-
Costco has a clone of all day.
Yeah, I've had it a few times. It's
not bad.
in a green can too.
Doesn't
I
really get
love-
you drunk, but
I love the fact that they're just like, you know what? We don't know what we're doing. We're just going to try to make one that seems to know what they're doing.
I mean, in Costco, they probably just went to Founders and was like, "Hey, just put our label on that."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Sure."
Heineken is like stupid expensive out there.
Heineken, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And
What
it still
about,
tastes like a skunk's butt.
Yeah.
What about
Coors
like,
Banquet beer is usually on sale though, so I can get down with that.
like smaller brew pubs doing like local stuff,
Yeah.
hazy IPAs,
Yeah,
sours, anything like that?
Yeah, there's a decent amount of like little breweries doing IPAs. They're expensive though, so
So, which island are you staying on?
Big Island.
And I'm gonna guess that's the bigger one.
Yes.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right.
The Big Island.
I don't know anything about Hawaii.
What's the actual name of the Big Island?
Hawaii Island.
There we go. Now we know.
Now everybody knows.
Knowing's half the battle. So there's a couple breweries near you. Like I think you're living where in the rainforest now.
Yeah, we're in the rainforest, 1,800 feet above sea level, so
that's cool.
out of the tsunami zone, but in the rainforest. It's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw a video that you sent to Jimmy of you walking down some path on a mountainous terrain area. I guess it was. Was that him?
Might have been.
No, that was something on Reddit.
Oh.
That was some stranger.
I said, "Hey, we should go visit Tommy so we could go walk down this."
I thought he was walking down it.
No,
Man, it seemed like you were doing
I
much
sent
cooler
you that
things.
link. I sent you that link. It's like, oh no, that's on the other island.
But
Are
Big
you,
Island's got lots of dicey spots to walk down, so I'll film it and send it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that because it was
Please.
fun to watch.
Are you homebrewing out there? Are you using any
Not
local
yet.
ingredients?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we just built a house.
That's true. You did.
You gotta
build a
hydrate.
house, right?
Yeah. Took us 2 months, but
Wow.
yeah, we're dried in. We got a roof over our heads, and
That's awesome.
yeah. And I
And
need
it's,
some.
and it's in the rainforest. There's not a whole ton of bugs that eat you and
No,
stuff.
there's mosquitoes, coqui frogs. These little baby frogs that they're invasive, but they're really
What sound do
pleasant.
they make?
So
Make some frog beer.
And it's crazy. Whenever there's an earthquake, the coqui frogs just shut up. They go
Oh,
silent,
wow.
and it'll be
So
like
you know
the
it's
earth-
coming?
we don't feel the earthquake, and it's 20 miles away, but the coqui frogs know it's there. So
Wow.
it's really weird.
Yeah, you were saying last night you have earthquakes almost weekly or something.
No,
like that?
they happen every day.
Oh yeah.
They're usually not huge ones, but we still haven't. We want to feel one. We haven't felt
literally
one
a
yet.
volcano.
Yeah.
wow, that's Okay, don't want to go to Hawaii. It's cool.
We
It's
can
hot
go-
and there's earthquakes.
We can go visit. But he said it's like not that hot. You're like it's 70 in the winter and it's like 80 in the summer.
80, 85.
Okay, so
It's cool at night
So
to me.
winter
Listen,
time.
well,
We
yeah,
sleep with blankets and like warm clothes on.
I keep my apartment at 70, and I don't sleep with a blanket. Well, that's mostly because the dogs sleep on the blankets, and I can't get to them.
Yeah, we have that problem. Charles
Yeah.
steals the covers.
It's horrible.
So well, I mean, you're here, so we're, you know, the gig is that we're here to drink some beers, some home brews, and rate them and say what's good about it, what's bad about it, how to improve it, and stuff like that. So should
Absolutely.
we get started with one?
Yeah, I just finished my gin drink. I bought it from home. It was actually Philadelphia Distilling's elderflower gin, which Fall Guy made. So it was his recipe originally. He's not there anymore, but we didn't have any ice, so I used freeze pops as my ice.
I went on what is it, senior week when you're in high school, and
Yeah.
went to Myrtle Beach, and we used freeze pops and like whatever alcohol we could use.
Yeah,
And
nice.
it smelled like Burger King bathrooms, and I named it Burger King bathroom. So
Wow.
That was the Burger King bathroom.
Oh man, I'm kind of glad.
Let's
I
hope we
did
can
that.
get a better beer
It
than
was
that.
pretty good. What should we go with first?
I guess we'll just start from the left and
Start from the west and work from the west. This one's, we got to do this one at some point.
Yeah,
I'll
that
tell
one's
you about
looking
this when we get to
amazing.
it.
Yep.
But I guess we'll just do both of these. We'll pull them both out. It's from the same person, so we can kind of line them both up and just run through them. One of them is a farmhouse and one of them is an amber lager. I would say go with the lager first.
Yes.
Yep, let's do lager.
Lager
Cool.
it is.
Yeah, because that has the least funky flavor. Oh, let me do it.
Who's our brewer on this one? Some of you guys know?
Joe Rosenbluth.
All right. What's up, Joe?
So there was
Oh, cool.
not much else to say about it. Remember, guys, if you can, put it on the label or like when you bring it to the store, fill out one of those BCACPs, just so we can tell more people, like people about the beer a little bit more. Because right now, all I can say is amber lager and Joe Rosenbluth. I'm not even going to do that.
Joe
Because,
Rosenbluth.
Okay, cool.
Well, that one says Joe. No, it's Rosenblatt. It's Rosenblatt.
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 Yeah. So it would just help us explain to people on the other side of the camera exactly what we're tasting.
Yeah, we're blind. We don't know if this is like 3% ABV, 10% ABV.
Well, it's an amber lager,
Never
so I'm
know.
guessing it's probably around a 5. But if you're on the other side,
Let us know.
let us know.
Leave a comment.
Gravities are always good.
And if you guys watch this live, we can totally interact with you. So, well, you pass this one over to the charity cam.
Thanks, sir.
All right.
It is clear. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it's clear.
Read a newspaper through it.
For amber lager, not very amber. I'm just going to say that off the bat.
It's a step beyond straw, but
Yeah, step beyond straw. But
This
you
is
can-
the amber lager. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah,
very
if you're
light.
if you're gonna say amber lager, make sure it's amber.
so
And what I would say, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't even gotten that far. I would say like, a little bit of roasted barley just to get that amber
Yeah.
color in there. Little bit.
I do kind of smell some of that kiln amber though in there.
I don't really smell diacetyl.
Yeah, I'm.
I smell hay.
I'm still diacetyl blind. Is it like DMS? Is it corny? Like, I get like.
I'm not really
No,
getting the acid.
No.
Nope, not getting DMS or diacetyl.
You know what? Yeah.
Not really getting anything weird. Can you explain what that weird is?
I just tried.
No.
There's a malt that we use sometimes, and it's literally just called kiln amber, and I'm really getting like a strong aroma from that. I mean, is
Are
that
you?
something you guys are familiar with?
I'm
Franco
not.
Belge kiln amber. It's about 20 level bond, and it really has that toasty marshmallow kind of toasted marshmallow flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does have that toasted marshmallow flavor.
Yeah, no, I'm getting like it's.
This is a lager?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely like tastes more of an L to me. I can't like put my nose or my finger on it. but it's definitely something I don't like about it.
Okay. I mean, I don't see anything I don't really like about it. I think it's
Yeah, I think
fine.
maybe just a little bit more color if we're gonna call that an amber lager for sure. But finishes clean, you know, as a lager, and I do get like that toasted marshmallow. So kinda
I
like the
actually I get the
but-
flavor of a
Yeah.
lager. It has a little bit, tiny little bit of the butteriness of a lager, a little bit of grain in there, a little bit of the toasted
I
marshmallow.
agree with Jimmy. I think it tastes a little bit more ale-like than lager.
I think it was done a little too hot.
A little too hot.
A little too hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, almost tastes a little stale too to me. Like that's where I'm. I mean, and again, we have no idea. I mean, this could have been in the
Yeah.
basement for a minute, but yeah, if we had more info on it, we could give more feedback.
I kind of liked it, but definitely not dark enough.
Yeah, so that's a 2 with a okay, not too bad. 2 with a I don't know. There's something wrong with it. So that's our
Three.
feedback
There's
for you.
3. He said 2.
Oh, 3.
Yeah,
So it's 3 to 2. I didn't think it was too bad.
Who won?
I think
You said you thought that something was off? Oh man, we lost.
I
yeah.
think it
We'll
had
get 'em
more
next time, buddy.
temperature.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Something went on.
You gonna pop it?
Higher
Pop it.
temperature fermentation.
Yeah, this one doesn't do that that
What
well.
yeast did you use?
Yeah, what did you use and what temperature?
Was he in there?
We'd be really interested to know.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So the
No.
farmhouse so far pops without a pop. Let's see.
Without a pop.
It's carbonated.
Yeah.
Never mind, you're good. Your audience is cutting out.
My audio.
Yeah, it's set to. Yeah, it's set to cut out when there's no audio going on.
Somebody on.
I got most of the
guys,
clarity.
so Rosenblatt.
They're thresholding, is what they call it.
There you go.
I like that word, thresholding.
You
Yeah,
like a verb?
it's like yeah, I guess it would be a verb.
It's got a good aroma.
Citrusy, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that too.
A little pepper on the nose.
Yeah.
Fruity.
This is a farmhouse.
Yep.
That's all it
Clovey.
says.
Yep, farmhouse.
All right.
That's really good. I like that a lot. I think maybe even grains of paradise. If you're familiar with that.
That's
It's got a little peppery.
Yeah, it's
damn
like
good.
citrus and pepper together.
I like that. I think it could use more carbonation.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a little flat on the tongue. But otherwise,
Do you think
great.
this is dry hopped?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's a lot of aroma, and it's not just from that yeast, right?
Right. But it also could be the spices. I mean, if they did actually use like grains of paradise or something like that in it.
You know,
It's nice,
Some
man.
peppercorns.
to be honest with you, I don't get a lot of aroma because of the low carbonation on it. I get a little bit, but I feel like when I go to stick my nose in a beer and take a sniff, I would expect if it had a higher carbonation, I would smell that more.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jimmy are swirling our glasses here.
I wish you guys could see Anthony's head bobbing side to side as he's explaining to me how to give it a swirl. It's
like
true.
straight up bubble gum.
Yes, you can swirl it, but still, I think like
A little rough.
a higher carbonation would definitely bring that out. And to style, I think a higher carbonation is a little bit more warranted.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's great.
Yeah.
I like the color. I like the little bit of haziness you have going on there. That gives it that farmhouse feel.
It's very crushable on a hot day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just
I
dial
really
in dial in the carbonation a little bit more, and yeah,
Did you pour the whole bottle out?
I did.
No.
I did, and it was. I just wanted to go double
That's-
check because they were both poured pretty clear, and I was wondering if they were actually bottle conditioned, and they were. There's like just a tiny bit of. That's another question. Maybe if they were, maybe they haven't aged long enough to fully carbonate.
Yeah, you got them in. When was it brewed? Yeah, just more information on the bottle for us, please.
The
So
fruit,
we can-
the fruit flies like it too.
fruit
That's
flies like
always a good
everything. Excuse me. It wouldn't be a beer show if there wasn't burps. Okay, James Baker. You know, another funny story. You know how I was saying about the person that, saw me from Skyscraper in Philadelphia, saw the beer on top of the truck,
Yeah,
ran
yeah,
down and say it was James Baker? Well, the other day I was going to Micromatic and he calls me up. He's like, I see you. I'm like, what? I'm in Chambersburg. How the hell do you see me? Well, his brewery that he works at now, I didn't know he moved from Punch Buggy, but he's at a brewery up by Chambersburg. I forgot the name that he told me because my memory's horrible.
Did know
In
that.
Chambersburg?
Yeah.
Gear House?
Huh?
Is it Gear House?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean,
It may be. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Sagebrush was a steakhouse in the south.
I can look at my text messages and maybe it's still in there. But like, yeah, it's every time he's the one that always finds me.
I think he's stalking.
Well, he's not stalking me. I'm stalking him. He just doesn't know it. Kind of creepy, right, James?
It's Sage Alley.
Sage Alley. Okay, cool. He said that he's been working there for a little bit now, and I'm definitely gonna have to stop.
Bad.
I'm gonna have to make the next Micromag trip. Is gonna take me a little longer because I have to stop by there and drink some beers.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, not drink some beers. I'll just go there and say hi to everyone.
We'll drink some beers
And have
we'll
one
hang
beer.
out for a while.
What is this?
American IPA.
Wow,
And I can-
Stark.
When I get the, yeah, it reminds me of like a West Coast IPA.
Or like an English.
Yeah, maybe.
We need a pour cam so everybody can judge Jimmy's pouring.
Oh, next one.
very
American
good,
IPA,
right?
6.4 ABV.
Thank you,
do have
sir.
some, like, my beer pouring techniques?
No,
What the hell, man?
no, they all
American-
kind of look flat.
IPA, 6.4%.
Yeah, I pour it as they come. I don't.
We're just messing with you.
I'm not the,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not the one that carbonates the beers.
It's a good looking beer.
Yeah.
I mean, for an amber ale or something.
This was an American IPA?
It says American
Yeah, I
IPA.
mean,
a little dark.
I think the color is a little
I
dark
only
for
smell malt.
American
yeah,
IPA.
there's no hops in the aroma.
I think this, like, if this was
I just smell like caramel.
This kind
Yeah.
of tastes like an IPA that I had sitting under my stairs for 2 years.
like this, it's like it smells like an ESB.
It's been in there for 2 months.
You guys kept skipping it, saying James is going to come on next time.
Oh, you know what? And you know what probably suffered from it was the carbonation level because it seems like it was beer gunned.
And brought-
Oh, I didn't look at the bottom of the bottle, but
Yeah,
I get zero bitterness.
Yeah, it's all malt.
I get a little bit, but not much.
Tastes like amber ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this one, but definitely not very hoppy. Just a lot of caramel notes, and
If somebody said this was an IPA, I'd be like, you're lying.
yeah, I'd send it back for sure.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely.
literally think they poured from the wrong tap, right?
It was an IPA made by Miller Coors.
To be honest with you, it tastes like an amber ale.
Yeah.
Just straight up amber ale.
Decent.
You got a little bit of hop character in the front, but it finishes out with the malt back.
So-
maybe you just put the wrong label on the wrong beer.
Assuming he
Called an
didn't,
aged IPA.
definitely needs some more hops in that and some lighter grains, I think.
A little bit more carbonation.
Absolutely.
Seems to be the theme.
If you're going for an English style IPA, I'd say the color and the malt is good. You just need more bittering hops.
Yeah. But more hops somewhere.
More hops all around.
Yeah.
Either bittering or if you're depending on what IPA you're going for, but definitely more hops.
So you're in like coffee country, right? Isn't it like you guys are a bunch of overwhelming coffee beers in Hawaii?
No. Doesn't seem like a popular
Yeah.
choice.
No one likes coffee.
I think we talked about that last month too. A little bit.
Is there like a cool local fruit that's used for beers?
Oh
You
snap!
can use, there's guava grows everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You can use that. There's crazy fruits, jackfruit, mangoes, papayas are 4 for $1.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably be making more fruit wines and beers once I
Yeah,
get
that's what I was
fermenting.
about to ask you. I was like, you
Dirt
have all
cheap.
this access to fruit. Are you just going to grab some buckets and some yeast
Yeah,
and
I
just
mean
go
you
to
could
town?
pick it off the side of the road.
Yeah, weren't you saying like there's
What?
stuff growing
That's
on
crazy.
your property?
Yeah,
Like,
we have it's called guava, YV. It's like in vases, but it's everywhere, and you can make jellies and I'm sure alcohol with it.
Guava's
Yeah.
amazing.
I personally disagree. I think guava tastes like nothing, but
It's one thing I learned why all the plant.
I know. I have a popular vote on that.
There's so much plant life, and you look at it, and you're like, oh, that's beautiful. It's invasive.
Huh.
But it's deliciously invasive.
It loves Hawaii.
So this next beer, Russ, I love you. I mean, look at this note he gave us.
Look at this bottle.
He's got everything in there.
Wow.
He's got, OGs, grains, hops. He gave us a little message. I'm not going to read it because I'll butcher it, so I'm going to give it to somebody that reads well.
Your handwriting is pretty nice as well.
Your handwriting is nice.
Speaking of rad dad, it was Father's Day, so I was like, my daughters gave me this.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I read all the time to the kids, so yeah, I'll read this.
Yeah.
You may read it,
I was
Read it to
wondering
me
how you got
with,
best
like,
reader out of this
I'm your
group.
child.
Like bedtime?
Yes, like it's a bedtime story.
It's bedtime, Nick!
Fuck.
I don't want to go to bed.
Good. Hey guys, this beer is a Trappist-style Patters beer, but with a bit of a New World twist.
Ooh.
Okay.
The base is Deer Creek Pilsner malt with the small additions of biscuit malt, flaked oats, and Emner wheat. What's Emner wheat?
I don't know.
I'll
find out.
I've read about that before.
Ross, if you're out there, let us know what that is.
Rounding out the grain bill, the Emner wheat's rounding out the grain bill. Cane sugar was added to the boil at 12% of the fermentables.
Wow.
So that's probably going to be a pretty big ABV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it says it's 5.9%.
Yeah.
So as to help the yield of the dry finish.
Okay.
This is a single hop beer, all Laurel, with a small hot side addition, moderate whirlpool addition, and aggressive dry hop. The beer was fermented warm, moderately 70 degrees, and bottle conditioned with clover honey. Rust Flynn, grain pills, biscuit, flaked oats, Emner wheat. Hops Laurel. I don't know anything about Laurel hops.
I don't know them either.
A little flour.
Yeah. OG 1052, FG 1007, ABV 5.9%, IBUs 28, SRMs 4.4, carb to 3.5 volumes.
Ooh.
Oh, this is
Wowzers.
This is the kind of information we need.
Yeah,
3.5
Here we go.
volumes?
somebody gets a gold star on information.
Yeah, give me a lighter. I want to.
And an awesome label.
Yeah,
The
well,
beer just sucks though.
this is the guy that gave us the what was
Tapache
it?
and
The Tapache from last month, which we actually have one to
Oh,
just
look at
drink
that.
amongst ourselves.
All right.
Like we don't have to review it, but we will drink it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here it goes. Oh, that was like, oh well, it's filled all the way to the brim.
That is, he did the same thing with the other one. So, Russ, if there is
Stop filling it up so much.
some input, we could go like leave about an inch.
He probably doesn't want any oxygen in there, but
Yeah, I mean it's still carbonated.
I mean, it's working. So
It's working. It's a little. I don't. It seems risky to me filling them up that much, but it seems to be working for you. So I can't complain.
just more
that
for
much.
us.
right, more
Yeah.
exactly.
I
that,
mean-
that, that half an ounce.
So
So
far,
important.
we've pretty much been drinking all of your beer. Don't take that away yet,
Why?
because I'm not done pouring.
Yeah.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Sorry.
I had the
Think
Rat
of the
Dad
children.
shirt on.
this is a children's
You're
show.
talking to the red.
Not anymore.
That's all right. I think my kids have heard that word a number of times.
Number of times. Oh, Jimmy,
just when Nick comes over.
I told Jamie that my girlfriend Jamie that we are soulmates.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So nobody, not to take it in the wrong way, but she was talking about how you meet somebody, you have a friend that's kind of like, just like them in every aspect. And I was like, oh, kind of like Jimmy. She's like, yeah, that's my other friend. I was like, oh, okay. I'm glad you found a friend like that.
I mean, it's been a while.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right.
There we go.
I think was it like Russ's letter to us that made you?
Yes,
disclose that
yes,
information?
absolutely. All the feeling.
What's the
And
beer called again?
the beer is called
Monkey in your soul.
See?
And the artwork is
That's got a nice floral nose to it.
very floral.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that is like it's showcasing the Laurel hop. I'm wondering.
Getting some lemon there.
Yeah, and pepper on the nose or on the mouth.
Did he
Yeah,
say
it's
what
nice.
he used
It's
to
like a
use
flower.
again?
He did not.
Okay.
Everything but that.
Well, that's his secret ingredient.
Yeah.
Well, the last one was it was a house strain that he used for the other one.
Oh man, it's nice. It's dry.
I'm gonna guess,
Finished
yeah.
real dry.
It's almost like sticking my nose in a flower.
Yeah. It's
It
very
does.
similar.
It has a nice sharp, like beginning flavor. A little bit of citrus in there, and then it like dries out.
So
like a
dry,
bone.
isn't that dry? Like
I could
boom.
like definitely pound this pretty easily.
Yeah.
This is real good. The flavor notes like laurel hop. I could see laurel hop. Yes, it's kind of nice, but it seems like it needs something else to go with it. Because laurel hop does really well for aroma. When you stick it to your nose, you can smell it, and it smells really good. But when you taste it, you get a little like citrusy flavor in the beginning, and then it just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned it was mostly dry. Very aggressively dry.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, you guys get the floral nose. I not as much as I would have expected.
Mm.
You
No,
know?
it like all together, I don't see the hops very strong into it.
Right, I agree with you.
Did you say this was bottle
They're not
conditioned
coming
with
over
honey?
the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's some of the sweetness I'm getting.
Yeah, you definitely taste a little bit of that honey in the background, but
Kinda
not
like
much.
Little after effect.
Honey must, they kind of pump the good.
Really,
I love the carbonation level.
I always like tell customers like when they're like, hey, I'm gonna bottle condition with maple syrup. And I'm like, why would you do that? Because it's like so little of amount of maple syrup to add to so like you'd be adding like 5 ounces of maple syrup to 5 gallons.
Yeah.
You're not gonna really taste that.
No.
It just sounds fancy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, just say that you did that.
Well,
It's not going to
I could say
impact the flavor.
Honey does always inflect flavor to me. I can always kind of taste it a little bit. It's got this like honey's got a mustiness to it, and when it's used in great amounts, I don't necessarily like it. When it's used lightly, I do like it. And when it's in mead, if it's a dry carbonated mead, I usually like it, but I'm not big on flat meads.
Yeah, I don't like cloying with
Yeah,
sweet meads.
agreed.
Yeah.
Nice and dry, little carbonation. Perfect.
This thing's really still bubbling away like crazy, too.
Yeah, no, I'm just watching it. I'm getting more of that farmhouse. I guess his yeast strain, his like house yeast strain.
Yeah.
As it's going down.
Which I think is kind of like the base of this beer is great. Just the yeast, the grains you're using, the technique you're using to brew it. I just think this laurel hop isn't too much of a showcase. It's kind of bland.
Yeah.
It seems like it needs something else to help it.
Yeah, I get yeast profile and I get dryness, and then the show's over.
Yeah.
But all that's lovely.
That
And
being
also-
said,
also,
this
I
is
mean-
still a really delicious beer.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I mean, take into consideration there's not a style on the bottle, right?
Right.
No, it says
Trappist.
Belgian style single
Okay, well then.
or Tapas style single.
Okay, yeah. So I
Which-
mean, he's not shooting for IPA.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No,
We
absolutely.
said it was a potter's beer with a twist.
The lower hops or anything, would you judge it different?
I don't know if I would judge it. Yes, I mean, of course I would judge it differently in a sense because he says he's trying to showcase the laurel hop, and yes, it showcases it. But what I'm saying is that the laurel hop I don't find works by itself. I think if you added something else in with it, it has where I pick it up is more on the nose and the forefront of flavor, but then it dissipates into nothing. So if you're trying to play with your hops a little bit more, I add something else to mix with it.
And I'm always
as-
a fan of like not putting an ingredient in unless it comes through in the finished product. So
Well, again, he does say a small.
especially on a professional level, like if we're putting something on a label, like you better taste that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
He
he's
does
just describing a beer to us. It's a
Yeah,
little bit
it says
different.
small hot side edition, so there's not going to be bitterness. Very moderate or moderate whirlpool edition and aggressive dry hopping. So, yeah.
Which if you're aggressively dry hopping, I would expect to
More nose.
taste
Yeah.
it more,
Yeah.
which I don't. But like we said, it's still a great beer. We all are finishing it, and I'm looking to see if there's any more in the bottle. So, you know,
Throw some more hops at it. Throw some West Coast.
oh man, that was definitely
Throw some Citra at it.
Well, there's your house
Your
green right
B
there.
vitamins.
Prop that up.
Actually,
We like
I
the
wanted
strain.
to,
We
I
like the
wanted to
strain.
see what the strain tastes like.
Russ popped in and he said he's always
Here we
seen
go.
results with zero headroom fills, and it's definitely a conscious decision.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean it poured fine. It
Carbonation's good.
Carbonation was great.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was 3.5 volume. 3.5
That's
seat.
a heavy car.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty heavy car. But I've seen 3.5 and it seems a little bit more aggressive than what this is.
Isn't like 3.5 like the limit of those bottles?
5.
Really?
5 is, yeah.
Yeah, for these models.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was closer to 3, but it could have been 3.5.
Yeah,
but-
it's like it looks like a normal 22 ounce
Yeah.
bottle, but you know it's like
Thicker.
Belgians, yeah.
But anyway,
Still a nice carbonation level, even if it was
Yeah.
a little bit lower than 3.5. I agree,
Yeah.
it was a little bit lower, but still very nice.
still great.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Russ should be more modest in his beer description.
Maybe he's got
No.
a future selling beer for people.
No, I love his
those
beer
descriptions are
description.
great.
it let us
He wrote
talk
too
about
much
his beer a
on
little
that.
bit more. I mean,
Like if somebody described that in a restaurant, I'd be like, yes, I want to try that one.
Yeah, it's like that.
Absolutely.
It's like that
But
New
otherwise-
Yorker, that New Yorker ad that came out like 5 years ago, when it was like the waiter in this fine dining restaurant was like showing them the IPA menu.
but otherwise, keep sending them to us, Russ, because they're fucking delicious.
Yeah, thanks, Russ.
Great
job, man.
And don't be modest. We enjoy. I enjoy these.
I love
Yeah.
it. I thought it was the greatest thing.
Yeah, that
since
letter was
sliced
awesome.
bread. So yeah, I mean, anybody else is sending us beers?
Joe just popped in. That was a Lithuanian farmhouse, so I assume he used the Joe Barrow,
Oh, okay.
which makes sense. I've used that a few times.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Thanks for joining in. Whoa!
Oh, coming back. Jesus. I think there's a dent in the ceiling.
Looks all right.
Max Lewis.
It's not foaming.
It's not foaming. I was expecting it to blow after that. Max Lewis, that was an Irish stout.
It still is.
Almost took my eye out.
Like Northern Ireland, obviously.
Is that what we call a car bomb?
Get down!
Oh! Wait, I shouldn't say that out loud.
Uh,
Sorry, guys. I was just joking.
Ooh.
what? They have guns in Northern Ireland.
They have to blow them.
No, that's not really a problem.
It was.
It's been decades.
I don't know. I'm not over
Yeah,
there.
I
I have
couldn't
friends that
tell
live
you.
over there, and they don't seem like anything super bad.
I watched the Anthony Bourdain episode the other day.
So he's an expert.
He's an expert, but he's dead.
Well, yeah, it was the whole thing.
It's been a while
talking
since he's
about
been
like
there.
Northern Ireland, and I was like, well, and granted, that was filmed 12 years ago. All right.
Okay, so this is
We're gonna need an update.
Max Lewis. He gave us his address and phone number, which I will not give to you. Unless you want me to, Max, let us know.
We can give it to everybody.
This is an Irish stout.
Thank you.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, like we said earlier, try to give us some more info.
But we could write him if we wanted to. Or
Yes.
we could call him.
We
That
should,
would
should we
be-
call him right now?
that would be
Yeah.
a
Listen,
call.
buddy, you
Get him
need to
online.
tell us about this beer. You know what? If I
Wife's
could,
just screaming in the background.
if I could figure out how to get that going on
Yeah,
this,
that'd be great.
I would do it. I would totally do it. If you
Long time
wanted us to
listener,
call
first
you
time
in-
caller.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
I'll-
Because that would be awesome.
When I get some free time between jobs, if I get enough free time to figure it out, I will make that happen.
That's amazing.
And then I can call in and heckle from Hawaii.
Yeah. I'm totally going to try that. That would be so good.
We'll give you your own segment, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Very
So,
molassesy.
yeah, I was going to say there's something going on in the room here.
Which isn't Irish stout. More American stout, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get too much on the nose.
I'm getting like black licorice
Yeah, it's
in the first
A
sip.
little bit.
It is dark as night.
I get a little roastiness on the nose.
Yeah.
There
A
was
little bit. I get a little
Just
bit
a
of that
little bit.
molassesy, sugary type
There's no
nose.
ABV on the.
I think it's a higher. So.
Yeah. So Irish stouts are typically 5 and under, right? Like pretty low.
Oh, yeah, I don't hate that.
It finishes dry.
Yeah.
It definitely has like a caramel note to it.
Yeah.
Like it does finish dry, but you definitely have some type of sweetness, caramel going on in the 4 flavor.
I'm really wondering if there's an adjunct sugar like molasses or something added to that.
Yeah,
taste
there's
it?
some of that blackstrap molasses
Yeah.
kind of flavor.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I don't know if I would put this into the same category that would be like a Guinness.
What if it was like nitrogenized?
I think
That
that
would be awesome.
Yeah, I think it could work really well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of get some strong Guinness notes myself.
Yeah.
a little bit of that,
I do.
like that toffee, that like roasted brown
I had
sugar.
a Guinness like last week, and
Yeah, I mean, maybe
kinda
maybe if it was nitrogenated, but I grew up drinking Guinness Extra Stouts. Do you remember those? They're bottles. Yeah.
it's been a while.
It's definitely more higher carbonated than I would say any Guinness I would get. It's pretty highly carbonated.
You think that's pretty dry though, don't you?
It is definitely
If we
dry.
could just take some of this carbonation and add it into some of those other beers that we had.
Yeah.
If only there was a way.
It's definitely dry. It finishes dry. It starts off kind of
Yeah.
sweet, but like it starts off with like a molasses, like brown burnt sugar type flavor. Then it dries out. What
I'm
about
pretty
you?
happy with it. Yeah, I kind of like it.
And back to the Guinness. So yeah, I mean, if you never had like a extra, what is it, extra foreign style? Like they,
Guinness export.
I can see the bottle for sure.
yeah, like those taste a lot more like this. I was talking about like the nitrogenated standard, 3.5%, 4% Guinness that you find at every little corner bar.
That's good though. I liked it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like the roastiness level. What do you think?
It's a little past what I like in roastiness, but
Like
definitely
too
drinkable
bitter.
though. Yeah, it's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I would dial it back just a little bit, but still solid.
Yeah, that's kind of like the realms of stout though, because I love a nice roasty bitter stout.
Yeah.
More so in the winter. But yeah.
I was actually
Yeah, this would
drinking
be great in
some
the
the
Shells.
the triple bottom imperial stouts the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's a good beer.
That's
It's
what it
it is. It definitely is an imperial stout.
What's that? What's that?
The triple bottom imperial
Oh,
stout.
okay.
It like
What's the
and,
ABV?
It's I think the ABV is like 7 or 8.
Oh, all right.
It's decent. It's not crazy, but the flavor is definitely imperial stout. The only thing I don't like about it is it comes in a pounder.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
that's controversial to say because you
I was
get a
gonna say,
lot
you
more
don't like
beer.
that?
You get a lot more beer with it, but it's like
I'm on dish duty, so you guys just keep this going.
okay.
Alright.
The only thing I don't like about it being in a pounder is that I like doing imperial stouts in smaller pours because I don't drink them that fast.
Yeah.
I like to drink them over time, and when it's just sitting in a pounder, I like when it's sitting in the can and I have a glass that's already full. I don't like that.
Well, did they give you a pounder because you were working on their lines,
No,
or were you
no.
a sitting
I
customer?
mean, they gave it to me because I was working on their lines, and I love them to death. But no, it's
might have
that's
just-
their
they might have just
standard.
given you the
no,
Nick
that's
special.
That is their standard can. Is a pounder.
Oh,
It's a
gotcha,
16
gotcha.
ounce. You do need, but imperial stout shouldn't be served in a 16 ounce pint glass.
It should be a little 8-ounce.
I know, not an 8 ounce. I would love a 12 ounce can of that.
Give the guy a 12.
Yeah,
But
but
runs over.
I'm not going to ruin it for anybody else. Don't put it in a 12 ounce can for the people that want the 16 ounce.
Sounds like you need more friends.
Yeah, probably. I still drank 2 of them before bed. I still drank 32 ounces of them, but that was my problem. Is like I wanted like 12 ounces after the second one, but I had to drink the 16.
Yeah.
I know you're talking.
Yeah.
I want
It's
2 of these beers. Not too many.
it was a bit too big. Like by the end of the second glass, I was like, oh god, I gotta drink this second part. It's so good, but I should go to sleep. But I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah. It's a lot of work at the end of the night.
And you wake up in the morning regretting your decisions.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to drink to do that. I'm a nihilist.
Let's not delve into that. What's
I
our
told Jimmy
next-
He's my soulmate. We're gonna go somewhere tonight.
What's our next beer? Let's figure that one out.
Oh God, it's getting far away.
Let's tee it up. Well, I like the
I
green
love
glass.
this
That's
bottle.
nice.
Ooh, blended aged sour beer. It's a 6.2 from Matt Nelms. Hope I didn't butcher that name. Can you pronounce that?
I think Matt dropped that off yesterday.
Ancient melange.
Ancient melange. Look at that.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Whatever you guys said. Blended aged sour beer. Here we go. Here we go.
yeah. We got Chris's specialty over here. Jimmy's washing some glasses, so we got a little time to kill.
He's washing everything, it sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those are the plays there.
What does melange mean? Is it like blend of things?
Ooh, really good question.
Is that really?
It does.
Okay.
There's a more specific definition, yes. It does.
All right.
It's got the answer box.
I was gonna look it up.
Look it up.
Oh well. So MEL
ANGE.
ANGE. Melange. Melange et trois. A mixture. A melody. Noun. A melange of tender vegetable and herbs.
Like a vegetable melange.
Oh.
Pinkies
sounds
out.
pretty
We gotta have
fancy.
our pinkies out when we drink this beer.
Pinkies
Four
up.
kinds of beans.
Get him ready.
We're very excited. And it looks like there's a cork in here.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you know what that means. I'll be back too. I gotta go get the cork puller special, which is a screw and a thing of pliers. I'll be right back. You guys take the stage.
Alrighty.
Damn.
So, you were in Hawaii, now you're in Philly.
Yeah.
I feel like we already told that story, right?
Oh no. Gotta deal with the storage unit and visit some family
How long are you in town, though?
for like a month. We got a wedding in July out in Chicago, and then I'm gonna fly back after that.
Do you have your homebrewing equipment out there?
No.
Okay.
Probably just you have to figure out, is it cheaper to ship something out there or just buy it
Yeah.
when you get
Good
there?
question.
Yeah, I know.
What do you,
Going through our storage unit, it's like there's all this stuff that like we thought we needed, and now I'm looking through it and I'm like, why do I have this?
oh man.
Thrift
sell
shop,
all of
flea
it.
market, yep.
Yeah. Here comes the rad dad, everybody.
What's that?
Hey, it's got water all over.
Did you
Yeah.
have fun?
Yeah. You did.
Fun while I was washing dishes?
Nick's making a corkscrew.
Oh, another one. We still don't.
He's getting the drill.
We should just get.
What happened to the fancy one on the counter?
This whole podcast is about drinking, and we forget what we learned.
We learned every episode. I mean, I love to say we learn every episode, but we don't. Because if we did, we'd have a freaking corkscrew.
And a volunteer that would wash dishes.
Hey, so we're looking
We're
for
back.
volunteers to wash
And
dishes
make corkscrews.
and make corkscrews.
You can have some beer.
Yeah, you definitely get a beer out of it. A beer.
Would you hang out with us?
Yeah.
Jimmy, you
Get
got to
to
bring
hang
that,
out with the
that
rad
fish
dad.
corkscrew.
Yeah, I mean, we all have corkscrews at our house. We used to sell like those cheapy plastic ones. I don't even know what happened to those.
So is this another Kirk beer?
No, this isn't a Kirk beer. This is from Matt Milms.
If I was still working here, there would be a corkscrew. Just saying.
Oh, snap, Anthony.
So,
Yeah.
so Anthony's going on vacation, and he suggested that Tommy work the store that week while
Oh,
he's
nice.
gone.
When's that?
Corkscrew.
Yeah.
So
one up while you're on
we get a
vacation,
fucking
man.
corkscrew.
So you guys
Yeah.
also vote for that in the comments.
Yeah.
You want Tommy to work just one more week.
Sounds like I ain't trying to play over here. Crazy.
Like, Tommy, we got like 7 people said.
Now what are you
7
doing with that
likes.
thing? You're gonna just yank it out
Yeah.
like a bad tooth.
Hopefully it's carbonated. Get a little-
Oh. Okay.
You guys were really scared. I mean,
That was terrifying.
Yeah, a little bit.
I do kind of construction for a living.
Did
I
you
think
see the
I
one
can
that hit
get
the
into
ceiling?
a bottle.
Yeah, that was very.
The Irish Stout almost went through the ceiling.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good bomb.
Nice
on the-
audio.
on the L microphone. Just port closer to the mics.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be my last beer, guys. I got to cut out. Sorry, everybody. Got a hard stop coming up here.
We're losing the judge.
Lame.
Yeah, sorry about
Well,
that.
this is a good beer for Chris then.
Yeah, that's true. Sour
Yeah.
beer.
Chris is going to play soccer.
Yep. Got my short shorts on. See that, everybody?
Look at his white thighs.
Yeah, they're very white. Been hiding them
Show
back
some
here.
of them legs, baby.
Got to show the crowd eventually.
Yeah. So
I mean, I showed him my belt buckle.
you talked about it earlier. So what you're playing.
A couple different leagues here in the city.
I was going to say tennis, and then I was going to say golf.
No, soccer.
at like 9 o'clock. When's that end?
Yeah, I mean, it takes an hour, so if you start at 9, you're done at 10, and then you go hit some beers with your friends. So
That's not bad.
no, it's not bad at all.
All right, pinkies out, everyone.
All right,
Oh,
Cheers.
shit, wait, before you do that, give him the bottle so you can...
Oh wow.
to the
That's
blended sour.
neat.
Like that ABV too.
Yeah, so you can see
I can
the...
smell it from here.
Yeah.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah. That's
I don't know if it's fruit or the bread, but
that's Brett.
Oh, you can definitely smell
I
Brett.
know it's Brett now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely
Whoa.
smell that Brett in there. That little bit of horse blanket going on.
I'm not huge into sours anymore, but this is like if I am to take one, this is what I want.
You actually get a little bit of apricot on the nose.
That's nice.
Carbonation's right
Nice.
on.
Yeah.
That's really
Who's this
good.
guy again?
Max Mel.
Oh, that's great.
Good job.
Max Mel's.
You know,
I feel like you did a bang up job on the Brett. I mean, the aroma's really good.
yes, but I think it could have probably used some pediococcus.
I think you lose some acidity when you have such a prevalent Brett on there. It's
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to get both. It's hard to
I
get
just-
really sour and really funky.
I just think the pediococcus would help clean up that hayness that you get in there.
But that's what makes it for me. I like that.
You like it? Oh, yeah, it's really
Yeah.
what you're going for.
Yeah.
I think, like, personally, I think that could help clean that up a little bit and gave it a little bit more sharpness. But that's an experiment.
I mean, Peter doesn't like leave somewhat of a fecal like flavor. What was that? Remember when we took
Indole.
was it Indole? Yeah, when we took the what's the off flavor?
The BJCP off flavor.
Yeah.
Everybody's that tasted it like, except for me and Jimmy smelled fecal matter in their beer, and we smelled juniper.
Oh wow.
We thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, this is gross.
yeah.
And then I had kids that had to change diapers. I'm like, no, it's not the same. It's not.
But then
This
the
is not
second
juniper.
Taste,
Yeah.
the second taste of it, it kind of dissipates away.
The hate.
I get more sourness on the second taste.
I like the
Yeah.
acidity. It's not so acidic that it's like going to melt the enamel off your teeth.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Well, didn't we like was it 2 months ago that we had that slight argument about Brett beers aren't sour beers? I think.
Well, I mean,
Well, they
if
are.
you have a mixed culture, then it's going to get sour on you. I mean, if it's just straight up Brett, it's not necessarily going to be sour, but it's
Right.
going to be dry and funky.
Right.
This is probably a situation where I would guess he brewed the beer and then hit it with the mixed culture.
Well, the thing
Instead
is,
of,
he
like-
said it's a blend.
Right.
So he's going with a blend, and I just thought about that as we were talking about it. It's like, you know, he's probably got one that was
Who
a lot
knows?
more sour that he could have blended a little bit more. So
Yeah, and
it
that's
really
the
comes
best
down-
thing about barrels. I mean,
Yeah.
you can pull whatever you want.
You think this was like a Solera kind of deal?
Well-
He did a little mix, a little blend.
well, that's what he said. He said it was a
I
blend.
mean, Solera's like about the fermentation method. The blending would be not necessarily Solera.
Okay.
But you can basically just take any kind of volume from any barrel and blend it together.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to use the Solera method, that would be just like taking like 80 or 90% of that barrel, packaging that up or sending it somewhere, and then just going back into that barrel and
Right.
fermenting in there.
You're leaving a little bit. In
Yeah,
there,
you're
right?
using your yeast and your bacteria, and I even leave like the fruit and some beer in there and just top it right off.
Yeah, I mean you leave like up to like 20%.
Yeah, up to 20% is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually repitch too because that yeast and bacteria is pretty beat up, you know. Mm-hmm. But my
The
stuff's
bacteria's
also really
gonna do
sour. Like this isn't quite as sour as I would go.
Right.
well,
yeah.
because the bacteria is going to do its job, but the yeast part isn't going to do its job.
Yeah,
so.
you're basically a dentist. You like to take the enamel off people.
Exactly, exactly. But I don't get the really good Brett character that he's getting either.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So his Brett's doing more work than my Brett's
Well,
doing.
that's where I think like the blend's coming in because
Yeah.
and when you drink a blended beer, a lot of times you need to do like multiple sips of it to kind of get the full character of it. It's kind of like drinking a blended scotch or whiskey or whatever.
Or even
It's-
wines.
Yeah, even wine. It's like, you know, you got to drink it through to kind of get the levels that it's going for. Yeah, it's good.
Have you had
Yeah,
a beer like this
it's
in
really good.
Hawaii
No.
at all? You
I
haven't-
don't think they really go for sours.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jimmy have had enough sours. We're pretty scarred from the sour craze of like 5 years ago.
I still have 5. It was like literally like at this point. I mean, we're
It's still happening.
we're
Yeah.
gonna be 10.
It was
years
bad though.
old
It was
now.
nothing but sour beers for like a year
This
straight.
September. Philly Humber's gonna be 10 years old in September.
Nice.
But remember we were doing that like, I mean, I
Well, Philly homebrews, no. Barry,
Well, yeah, but
Barry's
like,
homebrew.
us
Us
as
is
the
an
business.
outlet.
Yeah. Remember the lambics that we were trying that were like completely
they were so
horrible? I still
bad.
have like 2 or 3 of those.
I
kegs.
dumped them.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
I
I'll
made an
bring those
executive
in.
decision. I held on for years, and I'm like, maybe they'll get better.
No.
Nope.
No, no, they just tasted more like varnish.
That's the
Ooh, yeah, that's
beauty of kegging,
There's
though,
no-
is
no
you
getting away
have
from
the
that.
ability to blend a little easier.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, blend like 1%.
yeah.
Just
Just wave the keg over the other one.
all right, guys. I gotta get out of here. I got some running to do, some goals to score.
Kicking
Thanks
balls.
for the beer.
Wait,
Hopefully
before
I
you
won't be
go,
tripping around
what
too
position are you?
Oh, offense, man, striker.
Striker.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna be like, you smell like booze. You're on the bench.
Yeah.
I always played midfield.
Yeah, I mean for outdoor, I play defense because like
Right.
just way too much running.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those kids are.
I always
young,
like
man.
indoor
Yeah.
soccer, just kicking around.
That's
the
why I
giant
like
tennis
midfield
ball.
because I just hang out in the middle.
Yeah, right. You gotta run so much in there, man. Oh
No,
no.
I don't do any of this sport.
All right, but we're going biking, my man. So
Yeah, for sure.
later, guys.
Be real. Have fun.
Yeah,
hang with you guys.
We'll see you next month.
Kick
Sounds
all
good.
the balls.
Guys, thanks for the beers. They were awesome, and we'll see you next month.
Well, he'll see you next month. We're going to see you
Right
right
now.
after he leaves.
And we're gonna carry on.
All right. I can't reach him. Can you grab him?
Let me stand up again.
So these were dropped off by Steve Bowles. He
Is
came
this-
third in our brew contest in the winter that we did.
The one that
The
we.
one that went in 50 beers.
Yeah, the 50 beers that we don't
These are
remember a lot
two
of.
different ones.
Yeah.
He came in third place with the bottom one.
Oh, cool.
All right. So we'll just do one at a time.
Yeah.
So this is the Cream Ale by Steve. What was his last name?
Bowles.
Balbus. Steve Balbus. We got your Cream Ale right here.
Whoa, hold on. Let's go back a blast from the past. Do we remember that?
America.
Well, we
Yeah.
don't sell these anymore.
We could.
No, they don't make them anymore, do they?
Sure, but
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
we'll
America.
find out tomorrow when I order 100 of them.
Okay. There's a problem here.
I once ordered 7,000 yellow bottle caps. No, 70,000 yellow bottle caps.
Yeah, you did.
There's a very distinct sound a box of 10,000 bottle caps makes when you pick it up. I knew instantly that I made a mistake.
All right. So Steve, we got a problem.
I don't see any fizz.
There's no carbonation.
Like almost zero.
No, like absolutely zero.
No, there's a couple. Like very little.
It's incidental carbonation.
There's something wrong with the nose too. It's not
Well, I mean, I can't really say much about the nose because there is no carbonation. It smells flat.
No, okay, yeah, I can get the cream ale on it now. I see that.
Yeah, if I swirl it, I get a little that
Yeah.
cream ale nose.
No, the flavor you actually like absolutely cream out. Flavor's
Yeah.
not bad at all. It's
Yeah,
just
the nose that just was like, just again smelled stale to me.
The-
like
the-
other.
the clearness is absolutely cream ale. The color is absolutely cream ale. Everything about this is cream ale, but the carbonation.
Well, there's no yeast in the bottom of the bottle.
It's weird. It's like vodka glass.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a bottling thing or if
Well,
it.
there's another one too. If you wanna,
Yeah, let's crack it.
Maybe we had
it doesn't
a
hurt.
dud.
Maybe it's just. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the American flag.
See ya.
Yeah,
See ya.
probably the American flag bottle cap. That's probably it.
Made in America, folks.
No, they're both. It may just be that he just gave them to us and they're not ready yet. Maybe I don't know,
Drop off
Steve.
today.
I mean, I told him we were drinking today.
Okay. Well, Steve, if you did, let us know. Because honestly, the flavor of this is not
That was
bad.
really good.
The flavor's great. And if you just bottled these and they're still getting ready to be drank, then fully understand. And I wish we didn't open that second one.
Send us another one in a couple weeks.
Kept it. My
I
bad.
think this is going to be the same situation with the ESB. Nope.
Yeah, I see
No,
some.
ESB is carved. So something's going on with that one. The flavor otherwise is great, from what we can tell. Carbonation does affect flavor, so we can't say 100%, but it tastes good. It's
It
just
had
flat.
potential.
Yes, it did. I love the color. The color was great.
The color of this is amazing.
Just the ESP.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that top.
Yeah. Oh,
Looks
man.
spot on for an ESB.
Yeah. Maybe you just made a mistake and forgot to do the primer sugar. I mean,
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I did a full 60-minute boil and forgot the hops.
And
I
there,
think last time you made an ESP, you boiled the grains, right?
me?
me? Probably.
Me, probably.
If it sounds weird, then Jimmy. It was Jimmy.
It wasn't on purpose.
Yeah.
No, I smell diacetyl in this, but
So, is there something weird on the nose?
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
No, there's definitely like some diacetyl going on here, but that's in an ESB. That's it's not unheard of. It's an acceptable thing.
But it's like, I don't know if it's literally my glass and maybe I didn't rinse out.
No. There's like a butter. There's like a butterscotch nose
Yeah,
to it.
right. Yeah. Something I'm not in love with.
Yeah, it's definitely like it lingers on your tongue a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. Not a big. Yeah, it's like.
I mean, it's not too bad. I see where you're going. There's definitely a lot of butterscotch there. I think it could have maybe sat on secondary a little longer, just to absorb that diacetyl back into it a little bit more. It definitely tastes like the caramel, the creaminess of it. Yeah, it's like it could be acceptable in an ESB, but at a little bit lower quantities. This seems like it was maybe rushed in secondary a little fast, and not sat down long enough.
You know what it smells like to me? It's taken a minute. And like I said earlier, I haven't been to get my hair cut in a long time, but it smells like one of those hair chemicals to me a little bit.
Maybe Barbicide?
Is it barbicide? Like maybe.
No, it's not like Barbicide at all.
Like, I smell like
No.
I smell like conditioner. Kind of
I
like.
don't know what kind of conditioner you're using.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that.
No, it literally smells like something like I've smelled in like a salon or something. I mean, granted, don't forget I haven't been to a salon in like I haven't got my hair cut in like since the 80s.
This is why I'm not trusting anything he's saying about this right now. we had this discussion earlier. I went to a salon
Yeah.
earlier today, and Jimmy does his own hair. So
I don't know, I believe Jimmy.
It smells like my mom got her hair cut and just came home.
So what you're saying is you're smelling a little bit of burnt hair.
Yeah, I mean there's something there like
No, there's definitely some diacetyl.
yeah.
And
Again,
I
I'm
think-
diacetyl blind, so I don't know. I can't really taste or smell diacetyl, so maybe
I think that's what you're smelling,
it's coming. Yeah,
because it is definitely strong in the smell, and like I said, it's pretty strong in the flavor too, which it could be acceptable in the ESB, but this is a little too much. I think you maybe need to let it sit on the yeast a little longer to do that, to absorb that back in. But let us know if you're in chat, like what was the fermentation process? How long did it sit where?
I also feel like the carbonation could be bumped up just a little bit too.
Well, that's kind of the story for both the beers.
yeah.
Give us a call. Ask us about carbonation, because we can tell you pretty easily how to get a proper level.
And I mean, and definitely fill out a little bit more information on like the brewing process because we just got name and ESB. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it seems like he may be a little bit new to brewing, so.
Well, no, he won. No, he won.
Wow.
Third place in the.
He won third place in the last competition that we don't remember judging. Do you know about that? Do you know about that? So just to fill Tommy in, we did a. It was like during COVID, during the whole lockdown and everything. We're like, let's do a beer competition. So we decided to do it with Roy Pitts, with Chris, and I think there's going to be like 20 entries. There was 54 entries.
Oh yeah.
And there was,
You tried to get me to judge on this, and I didn't do it.
Yeah, you were, I
think I was still in Philly.
Okay, yeah. And so Chris had one of his buddies, and it was me and Nick and Chris and his buddy, and 54 beers. And
They were all like imperial beers.
yeah, everything started getting a little.
Yeah, I kind of remember hearing that story, and I'm like, "Ooh, dodged a bullet there."
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're mostly good, but it was a mistake us thinking that we could do that.
I just want to say real quick, shout out to Jay. Jay's watching, so what's up, y'all?
What's up?
Hey, Jay Macias.
No. What's Jay?
Shop Jay?
Jared T.
Yeah.
Oh, Jarrett. Oh, shit. Why don't you come over and do this with us one day, Jarrett?
I flew in from Hawaii. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, if you're close enough, get on over here and we'll have like a reunion show.
Yeah.
I think we should get Drew on this too.
Oh, yeah, no, that would
Yeah.
be great. Oh, man.
I invited Jay over to a pizza night at my house one night, and he was gonna come, and then he like called like I think the afternoon right before, and he's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know there was a COVID scare in the family, and I don't feel great about coming over there." And I'm like, "I appreciate that. That's great." So yeah, you still owe you a pizza day,
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow.
maybe tomorrow.
So, this is Viking Rob, New England IPA.
Jimmy almost took his own eye out.
Did that hit you in the forehead?
Hit my glasses.
That was great. So this was a half ounce of Warrior at 60 minute. I'll give you a thumbs up for that. The Warrior was one of the bittering hops that I always use because I thought it had a great clean bitter flavor.
And high alphas too.
Yeah, and he had 1 ounce of Citra and 1 ounce of El Dorado on dry hop day 2. 2 ounces of Citra and 2 ounces of El Dorado, dry hop day 5. It was brewed with Imperial Quirking. Quaking?
Viking.
Quaking?
Viking.
I mean, it's Kwei. There, I don't
It's a
say.
V. It's a V.
Well, that doesn't look like a V on here. It's a W on here.
In Hawaiian, you pronounce the W's as V's too.
Okay.
So it's Hawaii.
Hawaii. Oh yeah. At 80 degrees.
So this was did you say Mike Valiente?
No, I didn't say that yet.
It would help. It would help.
Well, I was reading this side, and it was Viking Rob. Okay.
Viking Rob
So-
by Mike Valiente.
Oh,
Which-
Mike Valente?
Yeah. So I thought it was a contractor that we worked for doing the install one time, and I texted him earlier. I'm like, "You start brewing all of a sudden?" He's like, "Nope." So
Jimmy,
Top deck.
what happened here?
when that head goes down, it'll be the exact same level as that.
All Nick's carbonations right here, folks.
You guys have a blast, man. Come on.
Here's another one.
I'm gonna teach Jimmy how to pour beer. Oh, you
Oh,
You
no,
son of a
worse.
bitch! Cheers, everyone. Ooh, that's got a great nose.
Yeah.
It's got like it smells like orange juice.
Interesting choice of yeast using the Quaking for New England
It can
IPA.
work well. High temperatures, you really push it and under pitch it. Mike, were you playing with the water chemistry on this, man?
Where are you?
I think he was.
You look like you're asking him like you're on the phone.
Mhm.
No, it's no question, Mike.
Is he
You know, Mike.
If we only could have him on the
Do I,
phone.
Mike? No, Mike?
No, give me no.
Jimmy, no.
Doctor, bald.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Very into water chemistry, Mike.
No.
To be honest with you, this is fucking delicious.
I like it.
It tastes like I'm drinking a glass of orange juice, and I love orange juice
You did it,
so
Mike.
much.
You did it, Mike.
Yeah.
There's
No,
like
I
a real
love
like
this.
really floral note to it too.
Yeah, that's like the El Dorado. So like El Dorado, like remember like when we first got El Dorado in, like
We hated it, yeah.
because it's so dank. Because if you boil it, it just tastes like a basement. But apparently,
We tell people not to use it.
Yeah, we didn't even stock it for a while.
we discontinued it. Yeah, and then you find out you use it only for like dry hopping or like Whirlpool editions.
Yeah, we brought some.
Really good.
People brought beers in with El Dorado, and we're like,
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because the descriptors for it were like watermelon and all sorts of like luscious fruit. And when we brewed with it the first time, we did like a single hop, and we used it for like bittering and aroma and flavoring, and it tasted horrible in that sense. But using it as like a dry hop, it's
Yeah.
pretty freaking delicious.
And then doing it with Warrior, you know, as your backup bitterness is great. Yeah.
No, this is great.
At first.
I like that.
Think it's too bitter?
I think it's a little touch too.
See, that's the thing.
I'm
Like,
not a big fan of this beer style necessarily, so I'm not the best judge of it. But I still love
I think
well,
this is outside of the box of New England IPA.
yeah, this beer style is traditionally no bitter
it. Right. Well,
at all.
it's a little too bitter.
Yeah, well, exactly. But I like this because it has more bitterness to
It's
it.
good beer.
yeah, I feel like a lot of New England IPAs are just like straight up astringent.
Oh yeah.
This is drinkable. I like this. I'm
All
also
right.
not a huge fan of the style.
I think we're at the last one.
We are at the last one.
We got the big glasses with the big bottle.
Thank God. So, this one was brewed by my friend Nick that I play Magic with.
This is the Magic Card guy.
Yeah. So he was in town yesterday, I believe, from North Carolina. He's back in North Carolina, living there. And the new set is Modern Horizons, and it has a great squirrel synergy. So you can make lots and lots of squirrels. So the label on this one is Squirrels of the Multiverse.
I have no idea what any of that means.
It's geek talk.
You remember Nick playing Magic the Gathering?
But I do a lot of Magic the Gathering. But one of them, my favorite squirrel, is Shitterfang Squirrel General. It's right here.
That's Chatterfang.
I call him Shitterfang. So there's a bunch of squirrels on this. We'll put this in the clarity cam so you guys can see it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
But it's pretty awesome. Huh?
What kind of beer?
This is the IPA that he sent to us that broke in the package. So
Cool.
he
Yeah,
brought
yeah.
it down and gave us the IPA so we can actually...
So is this actual
Taste it.
artwork from Magic?
Yeah, this is actual artwork from Magic. This is from the new set. If you buy a, I think it's like one of the booster boxes or something, you get this inside of it. But we were playing last night, and I was like, "Yo, we'll just use that as the label. That thing's awesome." So
Oh, you guys did that last night?
yeah, we did this last night because we were going to drink it last night, but I was like, "Yo, we didn't get to do this one online. Let us do this online for you," and he totally let us. So yeah, this is somebody I've given support to online, just helping him with recipes. He's a new brewer, and so far he's been a hit each time he sent us in a beer. So
Nice little puff of CO2 when you open that bottle.
yeah,
Yep.
no, he's done real good, and he just started brewing.
Where in North Carolina is he from?
I have no idea. If he's he may be in the chat. Nick, if you're in the chat, tell us where you're at again.
Yeah, Nick's out there. Nick Huron.
Yeah, Nick Huron. We call him Lizard Nick because he does something with like reptiles for a living. You can explain it better. I'm probably not giving you justice at all. For sport. But now that he's brewing beer, there's a big contention that he's now Beer Nick number 2. And you're always going to be Lizard Nick to me, Nick. Sorry, you do not capture the Beer Nick.
It's like Slim
name
Shady.
quite yet.
Nick is the only one.
I'm the real Beer Nick.
So what kind of IPA is it?
In the original one, he had a lot more explanation, so you'll have to ask him. I think it's just like a regular straight up IPA.
Oh, we got
Nick's a biologist, by the way.
Biologist, yes, but he specializes in liking lizards.
So, and where are you from, Nick? In North Carolina? Where?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh.
Ah.
I'm from Statesville.
Well, and Nick, it was great to see you last night. I was really happy playing cards with you again. I'm glad we had our final match, which was a horrible match. My deck sucked so bad. It seemed like it had all the right moves, but it did not have the right moves.
That's the way the game goes.
Yeah.
That's
It's
life,
just-
man.
yeah.
That's good. This is
It's got a nice nose to it. It's got a little bit of floral thing going on. What do you think, Tom?
I'm getting some chlorophenols.
Oh, you really?
Hey.
I'm so acute to that. I'm not.
I'm like super sensitive to it though.
Yeah. So you think
It's like it's like artificial sweetener. Like I know it instantly, like on my tongue.
You think
I'm not
from,
getting that though.
You think from water supply, or you think from temperature?
It's not like
fermentation?
it's not so strong where it's like this has got to go down the drain.
Yeah.
But I'm getting like a little hint of it.
Do you want to explain chlorophenols real quick? Just a little bit. You say no.
No.
Yeah, no.
So Band-Aid, right?
Yeah, like medicinal Band-Aid.
Yeah.
It's like sucking on a Band-Aid.
I'm not getting that.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that at all. I know what you're saying. I definitely tasted it in plenty of the beer.
And I would say it's not like so bad where the beer would be ruined for me.
Right.
But I'm like getting like a hint of it.
Yeah,
So like
sure,
I
yeah.
don't know if like you age this for a little bit longer, like it would become more pronounced possibly.
Sometimes it'll come up with a burp.
Yeah, but this one is
Oh.
this one is already like I think probably 2 months old, maybe since we got them.
It's been through some shit.
Yeah,
you
so
guys
I mean,
see
it
that?
would be a lot more pronounced if it was. I don't think I'm getting that. I am definitely getting, more traditional IPA out of it. A lot more bitterness and astringency in there. I'm wondering if that's kind of playing with that, because it is aggressively bitter.
Yeah.
So, honest question: is this extract or is this all grain?
All grain.
Is it?
Yeah, he dove right into all grain.
I don't know why. I would have guessed. I would have guessed it as extract, but maybe that's because it is like 3 months old now.
Well, yeah, there's a lot more caramel aspect to it, and like I said, it tastes a lot more traditional IPA than like New England. I think it's more of like a Bell's Two Hearted type style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that same kind of body.
Yeah.
A little maltier.
A little maltier, a little bit more full body, equal level of bitterness to aroma, not really skewed either way.
Yeah, I like it.
It's pretty decent. Tom doesn't like it as much.
He's from Hawaii. Don't trust people from Hawaii.
No, trust
So-
him.
I'm not from Hawaii. I'm from Philly.
you are now. You're officially moved. But speaking of that, like, how long are you in town? What are you doing? Are you hanging out? Are you going places?
We
Are you?
covered this while you were washing dishes.
Did we really?
So
Was
apparent-
You were getting a corkscrew.
Okay, so let's go over again because we're probably
Apparently
gonna
they're
wanna hang
flying
out
men
again,
to
so-
work the shop while Anthony's on vacation.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Apparently I'm mowing Jimmy's lawn at some point too.
He had a laptop. He had a laptop like 7 years ago or something like that. And he's like, I need this like thing soldered off of it. Can you do it? And I'm like, only if you mow my lawn. He was like, deal. And I did the soldering. Lawn's still not the code. It looks like a jungle. It's crazy.
Did you make him mow it?
He mentioned mowing the lawn yesterday, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna make me do it. So I'm like, oh, get out early. Gotta go to the storage unit.
I'm like, sure, you can stay at my house. No problem.
Can you mow my lawn, please?
But no, I think some people in the homebrew club want to meet up with you and stuff like that. I don't know if you're like, you have any dates in mind that you're hanging out?
Yeah, like how? So you're in town for like a month? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. About
Well, it's not.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Not about.
tomorrow.
No.
I'm driving to my parents tomorrow to get some stuff out of storage. Got to deal with those. We have 2 units, so one needs to get done by the end of the month, so we don't have to pay for it. Then I'm gonna hang out with my friend from Chicago's in town. Like 4th of July weekend, he wants to do something for my 40th birthday redo. Because I had a 40th birthday in quarantine, and it was just pretty lame. And then after that, we're pretty open until like the 18th or 19th. We drive to Chicago. So
Cool.
So, like a couple weeks from now, maybe we can plan a get together or something.
yeah, I mean, I'll be around for the 3rd Friday of this month of July.
We got
So-
Jay apparently watching too. Let's
Yeah,
why don't
we gotta get a homebrew club event going.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do. Maybe we can
Do something here at the store
either here at the store, or
or
maybe we
my
can.
backyard.
Yeah, either a pizza party.
Yeah.
That would probably be great.
I think Blaze is aging some whiskey for me.
Oh hell yeah, Blaze!
bring that out.
I haven't seen Blaze in forever. Blaze, have you been watching us? Are you there?
Blaze is always watching.
Yeah,
always
yeah,
on.
he's always on. I miss Blaze. Blaze is great. When I used to work the Fishtown store, he would come in at the end of the day. He would always time it perfectly. Like we close at 7. He would come in at like 6:30, and he would plop down the cooler with gin and some ice and some limes and some tonic, and he would just sit there and drink gin and tonics with me for an hour and a half.
Yeah, he had that little like briefcase of
Yeah.
You know, open it up and like limes and a knife and cutting board and like,
There's that saying, like, you know, there's the only thing certain is like death and taxes, but also like Blaze showing up with the alcohol.
Have a good time with Blaze.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, reach out to us via email, via text us if you got our numbers. But yeah, I think we should probably try to plan something.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say we try to do it. Try to set a date at least of like 2 weeks away. Right? Is it 2 weeks enough time?
Yeah.
Or?
2 weeks is my daughter's birthday party. Don't
Well, I mean,
don't
not
come,
exactly.
Don't
2
come
weeks.
crash my daughter's birthday party, please.
So that would
Or do, I don't
be
care, whatever.
around like the 8th, 9th of July to like the 14th, 15th of July. Like what?
This is going off the rails.
What do you mean it's going off the rails? I'm trying to fucking set up a goddamn date. Don't,
Whoa, it's gone off the rails.
motherfuckers.
Kids are listening.
Anthony took off the headphones. I mean, probably like I would say either the first week or the second week of July.
First
Either
week
way.
probably not work, but second week,
Text us.
Second week of July.
Email
second or
us.
third week.
Second or third week. So we're talking.
Text us, email us. We'll work it out.
We'll put Tom's phone number on the end of this.
No, we're not putting Tom's phone number on the end
No,
of
we're
anything.
putting Nick's phone number on the end of this.
Yeah, we're not putting anybody's phone number on the end of this.
215.
Hey. All right, but anyway,
It's 215. Hot beer.
hot beer. So on that bombshell, as they always said in that one show, on that bombshell, we're gonna sign off for now. Remember, like, subscribe, do all those things.
Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
can I do the pun? Mash that like button.
Okay, that was
Dad.
So yeah, please. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next month. Send in some more beers. As you see, we drank them all, except for that one, which we're gonna drink when we sign off.
Thank you.
See y'all.